Welcome back. So this is the flags assignment, which is 5.4.5. And on this one, we're going to be creating a flag. And again, I've just kind of chosen a nice flag for us to use, which is the Netherlands flag, which I guess is the same as Holland or Dutch. I apologize for my ignorance because I don't fully know the difference. But either way, it's red on top, white in the middle, and blue on the bottom. So all we're going to do is kind of make these their own rectangles and then kind of push them together in order to make this work. Here is the index page, which I have. Let's go ahead and format this a little bit better. Don't worry, it's not going to take me too long, but that was kind of lame that I didn't do that before. I apologize. And here's our style sheet, which is empty. In the index, of course, we already have a link to the style sheet. So once I get everything in here that I need, then I can go ahead and style the things that are in this case, we're going to be putting into the body. Now, first up, what we want is a div tag, like this, and we'll be giving each div tag their own classes. Okay, so there's my first div tag, second, and third, and fourth. And that's all I really need right here. The first one, though, I'm going to put on a separate line. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to do this on all of them, even though perhaps it's not completely necessary, and give myself a little bit space in between so I can see the difference. This first div tag, we're going to give the class equals quotations. We're going to call it the header right there. So when I get to my style sheet, I can do something with the header class. For the next one, what we want to do, because remember the top color for our flag, well, I forgot, I think it's red. Yeah, red right there. We're going to call this red, but also we're going to give it a second class of rectangle like this. So notice by putting the space right there, it automatically knows I'm talking about two separate classes, red and rectangle. It shouldn't matter if I do rectangle and red like this. It shouldn't matter, okay? So I'm going to go to my third one, which we're going to give the class equals quotations. And again, I'll just stick with the color first, white. And it will also be a rectangle. Just show you that it shouldn't matter. Rectangle, there we go. Hopefully I spelled those correctly. And then we can come down here to this div tag. Oh, forgot my close quotations there, didn't I? And our fourth div tag, which again, I do want the space there. I'm going to say we're going to give it a class equals quotations. This one will be blue, but it will also be a rectangle like this. And at the beginning, this is just a header. It's not part of the coloring of the rectangles that we're going to be putting on here. We'll just say the Netherlands flag. Okay, and this should show up now. So if I were to reload my page, it now shows the Netherlands flag. That looks very nice. Okay, so I have everything ready to go to style these rectangles and these colors right here. So for every one of the colors, for example, we had the red class, we're just going to give it the color red. So we're going to say back BACKGROUND -COLOR colon. This one will be red. Now what does that do for us? Well, you'll see it doesn't do anything for us, and that's because we have not actually made it a rectangle. We will, just we haven't done it yet. Next up, we'll go with white, and it's the white class, so it's dot white, just like red was dot red. And for dot white, we're going to give it, again, the background, BACKGROUND -COLOR colon, and this will be WHIT. Now again, that wouldn't do anything for us in the web page, so I'm just going to go down to the next line, or the next class, dot, and that's the class blue. And we're going to give this one also the background, BACKGROUND COLOR colon of blue, semicolon, right there. But again, all three of those don't do anything for me because I haven't actually made these rectangles. So we're going to go to the class dot RECTANGLE fancy brackets, close fancy brackets right there. And what we want to give this is a width. Let's see, what width do we want to give it? Let's try 800 pixels and see what that looks like. And so we'll try this out first before we put in a height. Okay, so it's not showing anything there, probably because it doesn't have any height. So let's try that again. HEIGHT colon and we'll put in, let's try 150 pixels. Of course, we want them to be rectangular, just like we saw here. It should be much wider than it is tall. So by doing this one, what is this going to do for us here? Reload. Hey, that looks pretty good. Okay. Well, that's I like that. And we need to remember, though, that back here we have a class header. We don't have a class header in our style sheet. There is something we want to do here for our header in the style sheet, which we are now going to do. And we're going to call this one, well, let's just go ahead and give this one a background color. Let's find ourselves a good color to make this background. So let's go to our color names. And, I'm kind of a sucker for light sky blue. I like that color. So I'm going to go with that one. Capital L I G H T, capital S K Y, capital B L U E. And let's see what that looks like. Oh, wrong page here. Let's go. There it is. Oh, look what I did. I forgot to enter a page title, didn't I? Oh boy. Well, up here we're going to say making the Netherlands flag. Like this. See? Because up here at the top it's showing still enter a page title. Glad I checked, because we do need that title up there. We do want a title for our page. Now notice on the Netherlands flag it shows an entire line that has a background that is light sky blue. Everything else shows what we would consider the Netherlands flag. And that's all we need for this assignment. So here again is the code. And a little smaller, sorry. A little bit too big. That's good. There's all the code we did. So if you need to pause the video, now's a good time to do it. And here's our cascading style sheet with all of the styles that we put in for the 5 classes that we have. So again, pause the video if you need it, but that's it for me on this one.